What you're looking at is almost all of the reading lamp. It's a tabletop reading lamp. This is a PVC tube. It is 22 millimeters in diameter, and it's made to fit this here and then a piece on the base section. This is M5 bolt, and it fits into an M5 nut right here. This is what's going to allow us to adjust it, just like our E63 lamp design. And these are M3 bolts right here. This is 50 millimeters long. So how do we put this first part together? These are really cheap. You can find them anywhere. I'm in Thailand. I got it from Shopee, but you can get it in a hardware store or on Amazon if you're in the US, for example. And this is a 10 millimeter threaded part right here, and this goes on like that. So when we design a lamp, we just have a hole right there, and we have this slot for the wire to fit through. So let's just kind of put this in. It's not that complicated. I think people could figure it out, but let's just go through it anyway. Fit that in, and then tighten it down. And then you will notice there's kind of like a little notch here, and that's to hopefully, if we designed it properly, to keep the wire nice and in there like that. Now, we also have this. This is what's going to help us adjust it. So from the back, we want to be able to see this, push this through. It should more or less kind of snap in there. And then if you want it to be a little extra tough, you can always friction weld over that, or you can use hot glue. Just make sure that it fits together nicely with this. This is the hardware. This will go through the hole here, and then this is what attaches to the neck of the lamp like that, and goes down to the base. Now, this does not have to be tight, because this is going to be adjusted through this right here, which does need to be tight, needs to be tight here, and it is. It's totally locked in. And so what will happen is move the knob down, and it will make contact with this lower piece, and it should cause it to articulate. When you loosen it, it'll go down. When you tighten it, it should go up. I think we should get about 30, almost 30 degrees angle on this. And then this will fit on here, of course, and right there you have your light. All that's left to do is connect it to the base. So this is the finished 3D printed tabletop reading lamp. It's very basic. It's kind of like one of those library reading lamps or an old banker's lamp, but just kind of updated. Very simple lines, simple design, kind of a heavy base with a 75% infill, and the PVC pipe, 22 millimeters, it's been hot glued into place here and here. Something else that we still have to do is cut this line and feed it through this PVC pipe. If you really want to do that, there's ways you could do that. But you have to be very comfortable with cutting and splicing mains lines, because this connects to the wall, and if you're not careful, you could really create a problem. So make sure you know how to do that before doing that, or you could just kind of let the wire hang. It doesn't look all that bad. Now, another thing that would be really nice is if there was a switch, but you can get these sockets that have an external switch somewhere on the line. That would also work. So it all depends on what you feel comfortable with doing. Otherwise, you can just kind of, again, you could just kind of let the wire hang like that. That's what I've been doing for the time being. Now, This design will be put up and published, but I want to work on the base a little bit, because to print a piece this dense and this big, it takes a very long time. It actually took my printer over 2 days to do that. That's ridiculous. There is a way to print it out hollow in 2 pieces, fill it with something like, some people like to use ball bearings, like just free ball bearings and wax, and put that in there. Or you could use concrete or plaster, and you could put that in, and that will add a lot of weight, and you don't have to print this out so dense. You can make it hollow and it'll print out a lot faster. So these are all things that I'm going to be working on to improve this design, but for the time being, it's a very simple, very effective design. I really like it. I've been using it every single day since the day I finished building it. Also, if you notice at the bottom here, if you do feed the wire through the PVC pipe, there is this notch to allow it to pass underneath and out the back. Make sure you check out our Thingiverse account. We got all of the files there. It's already up, so you can download it. The link will be in the video description below. If you like what we're doing here at the Applied Technology Lab, where we do all of these projects, design them, and release them to the public for absolutely free, and you want to help out, in the video description below there are some options there. You can help out month to month through Patreon and also become directly involved in the community, or you could do one-time donations, or even if you're just taking our projects and improving upon them and keeping it all open source and releasing that back out into the public. We love to see people take these projects. Just building them is great, but seeing people take them and improve upon them, that is also great. That's pretty much why we do this. So all of that is greatly appreciated. And until next time, remember, knowledge is power, but only if you apply it.